I am going to be giving away almost every single limited player in my gallery, and in this video I will explain why, how, and also go through memory lane and say goodbye to some of my favorite players. And we can start with why, and the main reason is that I want to move on. I have so many limited good players, but they don't fit my gallery, and also because if you didn't watch yesterday's video, I am starting a Road to Glory that is named Collection to Glory, and I want my gallery to be completely cleaned out when I have the Collection to Glory, so it looks better and cleaner, if that makes sense. And also the tournament I'm going to be hosting, and now I'm moving on to how you can win it. I am going to be hosting a tournament on Friday, or the announcement video will be out then, where I talk about how you can join and everything. Yeah, and in that tournament every single participant will win a limited card, so it could be ugly. And I have now 76 cards on this page right here that I am willing to be giving away, so there are still many spots left, and I will also be giving away some rare cards from my gallery. It will be the biggest tournament I have ever hosted. It will be Sorare Rivals, and if you want more detail you can watch yesterday's video where I talked about I'm hosting more tournaments. I can also put it at the end of the video if you want to just click off there. And yeah, in general, this will be very, very incredible, especially that tournament, and also the Collection to Glory, the new Road to Glory. I'm so excited about it. Yeah, in terms of like the history behind these cards, because if we scroll down here, and yeah, some of these players have been through so much, and it feels a little bit weird to be giving them away. And in today's video in specific, we will go through the players that means the most to me, and also in more specific, we won't go through the players that are worth the most. We will just go through the players that meant the most to me, if that makes sense. And we can start off with a player named Gonzalo Montiel. His Sevilla card I bought for some months ago, and now he has moved to Nottingham Forest, and it has just been a joy to watch. Here it says he has won me nothing. That is completely wrong. I am 100% sure of that. He has won me some thresholds, and also he won me that cap to 20 long format reward, which is very nice. He is at a little over €2, so he is also one of the players. And also, by the way, before we go into Emmanuel Bamba, as I said earlier in the video about the membership and everything, on Friday I will have the announcement video where everyone can watch, but to participate in that tournament in specific, you need to be a member. But don't worry, on the same day I will have a test event where I will be giving away some limited card as well, other limited card, not near as the prize pool of the tournament of course, but just to test a new table system. So if you don't want to be a member, you can still participate in that, just a quick reminder. And yeah, let's jump back to the video, and this is Emmanuel Bamba. Probably one of the cards that has meant the most to me when it comes to cap to 40 threshold grinding. He has been a very important part in my Fortaleza collection, and in terms of his scores, they aren't the best. But I don't care, because the fun story about him was he disappointed me week in and week out, every single week, but I still stick with him. And this was in a time where limited was one of my priorities. And I stick with him, and when we go down here, he didn't do too badly. He won me Tim Parker, which also have won me more rewards afterwards, and also he won me 2 thresholds, and also Renato Ibarra, that I also have been given away to one of you guys actually. And this is just a story of, you can see here that gaming yield, the team won me 0.0030, and under here it says how much he helped the team out to win that amount, and in every single time he is between 10% and 15%, so that means that he has let the team down almost every single time. But that is one of the reasons I like him, because he has been such a disappointment, and I have been very, very glad in him through that journey. So this is a very extraordinary player I had in the gallery. Stick with him no matter what. And we have seen that with managers in football as well, just sticking with players that haven't performed for ages. And talking about players that has performed, Jonghyun, and I say it here, he is the most underrated player in the K-League. Like the most underrated player. And I'm not even joking. Just look at these scores. I picked him up around here. And like, he is such a good player. Like when I watch him, he's just like, I'm blown out of my world. I mean, if he stays at Gwanyu, he's going to be rocking the league, and he could potentially see a move to, and look, this price, yeah, it has spiked about $8 for him for the new season card, I guess. Or I mean, and like, he's such a good player. He's a box-to-box player. His ball control are out of this world. He's also under 23, which is nice, and he has won me some good rewards. I don't know why it says 0 gaming yield, because he has won me things. I'm 100% sure of that. And we can see the players. Daiki Kaneko, and here we also can see the points, actually, how much he has contributed to the team. And just looking at this, it just shows that he has helped the team a lot, because like there are 5 players in one team, and 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%, 20% gets to 100%, and he has always been above that 20% mark that is expected of a player when like the team win a reward. And those 2 players, Daiki Kaneko, very, very interesting player. Lee Gwang-hyuk, I remember him, he's also a very talented player. And also Kim Min-ya, I think that's another forward that I don't like too much. But still, very, very happy with him, and he is one for the future for sure. So I'll be very excited to watch his future, although it won't be in my gallery. And the next one is, yeah, Kyongmin. Probably one of the most underrated goalkeepers in the K-League, talking about underrated players. And yeah, he has won me exactly the same rewards as the last one. But just look at these scores. I think this has to be an injury period. I was a little bit in between, because he was injured for some games and then he got dropped, maybe just to get him slowly back at it. But like, this doesn't make sense to me, because his scores were so good in periods, like incredible. And also in terms of his price, I think I overpaid a lot for him. I bought him for like 25 euros or something. I think 7 euros, like that is so incredible cheap for him. And yeah, he has won me the same, and just in general a very, very good goalkeeper. And like, one thing that was a little bit unlucky for me is that I used the Gwangju boys to grind out the Champion Asia, but if I would have used them in Cap 240 Limited, I think I would have done much better, because like the Fortaleza boys didn't hit, they hit like 2 thresholds in 6 months or something. So, but shout out to Kyongmin, what a goalkeeper he was. Another player with Emmanuel Brites that like hasn't been like what I expected them to be, but still is was one of my most important players. He has gone down a little bit in price, to be fair, but still he has won me Cap 240 threshold, and also Rasmus Nicolaisen, which is a pretty interesting player as well, playing for a French League 2 side, I think, or League 1 side, I'm not sure. In terms of his scores, he's a decisive, dependent player, 100%. But the reason for me liking him so much is because he is one of the reasons I actually got that Daniel Malen card from the Cap 220 long format. And he will also be given away. Remember that. He will also be given away, most likely, unless I use him in the future. Like, it will be either I use him in the future or I'm giving him away. I need to just look at that and how he fits in my gallery first. But almost every single limited player will be given away. But he is such a recent reward, so I won't go through him too much now. And yeah, he has won me some rewards, and he has helped me win that Cap 220 long format rewards, which was incredible. And also Daniel Malen just smashed it right when I recorded the video, which was incredible. And one of the more expensive players on this list, I think he's about 15 euros. He has won me, like, this is one that is so surprising, because looking at his scores, of course, yeah, he has been injured for a long period of time, yeah, that is probably why. But I bought him, like, at the start of the season. I had a small Norwich collection, and he smashed it. He got me, I think, a reward or something, and like, I was set for the future with him. And then he got injured for like half of a season, almost like 15 game weeks, and now I just kept him because he was about 4 euros in periods, and now he has back up again with those type of scores. He's an incredible player, way too good for the championship, and you will have utility for him for the rest of the season. And in terms of SO5 rewards, he won me the Cap 240 limited threshold recently, and also helped me in the Cap 220 long format to win that Daniel Malen, which is also very nice. And also, of course, Edu Exposito was a player that I won in 2nd Division Europe actually, which was very surprising because yeah, I didn't expect too much from that team, and when I won that type of card, he was worth like a little under 10 euros, I think, or something. That for me was very, very nice. And yeah, I traded him away here, we can see, for about 5 euros, I think, which was a pretty good investment in my opinion. And also, yeah, and next a player is going to be a goalkeeper named Pepe that currently plays for Villarreal. And yeah, he has probably been the goalkeeper I have had for the longest in the gallery. And that suits him. He has been in almost every single club in the world that has been one of the best. Liverpool, Milan, Inter, you name it. I think he has been in Inter, don't quote me on that, but still he has been like on an incredible journey. And in terms of rewards, he has won me Caprari, and also a lot of thresholds. He has been my best threshold keeper for sure, just winning consistently there. And yeah, here actually in game week 274 he had a penalty save, which is just incredible. I think it was in the last minute that I needed a clean sheet and a penalty save, and that was exactly what he gave to me, which was just incredible. He's currently a cap goalkeeper now for Villarreal, 41 years old and still playing. Incredible. This is a legend of the game for sure, and one of the first goalkeeper I bought. And the next one is a player that is retired. Like, this is just to give away to one of you guys that want him. Like, this isn't going to be high up on the leaderboards. This is probably just going to be given away because I don't want you to have retired players in your gallery unless you want to have him. He's 38 years old. I thought he was going to be a very important piece to Real Sociedad this season, but unfortunately he got a serious injury, so he retired. And yeah, he has won a lot for this guy right here, and he has also won something for me. He has won the threshold. He has also won me one of the best players I have ever won on Sorare in terms of limited, Anthony Mandrea. I need to just see if he is currently, yeah, he's about 24 euros. Or what has happened to him? Yeah, I think he has moved to a Saudi club or something. Or maybe he has retired, because he was about 50 euros in periods. Like, if we see here, like, this is incredible. I think I sold him for 25 euros, but now he has just crashed completely in price. Or that is maybe because of the AFCON. That could be the reason. But now he's at 11 euros, which is decent, but not the best. And yeah, David Silva, if some of you want him, I could just give him to you. But that David Silva may be a player that I just keep in the club because he has been such an iconic player. And like, he's actually one of the only ones on that 74 list we have here that I may not be giving away because he has retired, and probably none of you want him unless you're a Real Sociedad fan. But yeah, still, let's go through the next player, one of my favorite players, Mohamed Yusuf. And we can just look at his SO5 scores because that explains why. He has just been incredible for me, and he has won me some rewards. Edu Exposito, yeah, he has also won me a lot of thresholds. This has probably been one of the best players in terms of a return of investment. I bought him for a little under 1 euro. I think it was like 0.5 euros. He's currently coming in at 4 euros. Yeah, around 4 euros, I think. He did have a pretty bad last game, so that is probably the reasoning for him not spiking even more, because he has been incredible recently. And yeah, that will probably be the last player I'm going to be giving away. Like, I will go through now, but of course I will be giving away every single one of those players. And if you don't know, I will be having a tournament if you skip that part. And also, if you don't want to become a member, don't worry. I will also be having a competition besides that on Friday, just to test things out. And yeah, thank you so much once again for watching. I will see you next one. Bye bye and take care. Peace.